Google Sheet home inventory template. It's easy to use so that you can quickly put together an inventory of what it is in your home. What's great about being a Google Sheet is that you can access it on any device through your Gmail account. A reminder as we get started here, only edit cells with a white background. If the background is any other color, there is a chance that formulas are being used. So if you edit those cells, it could throw off the formulas and your sheet will no longer work as intended. So when you first open up the home inventory template, it'll bring you to a settings tab. In here, you can edit any of these lists. So we have the different rooms in your home, the different categories you'd like to have, what stores you frequently shop at, as well as what brands your items are. So you can fill these out whenever you like. I would caution against editing. As you first log in, you can edit any of these ones in here, but once you start using the rest of the sheet, keep it in the order that you have it. Otherwise, it could throw off things later on. So once you have that set up as you would like, we move over to the inventory tab, and this is where you start actually adding in all the items in your home. There's no limit. You can keep going and going and going and going. What's in here currently is some of the things I just had around myself as I was making this. So you enter in your item, you enter in a description, what room. These rooms are a drop down based off of what you entered in the settings tab back here under rooms. So whatever you enter here will automatically show up here in this drop down. As you can see, they're all in there. If you ever want to add another room, you can go back to the settings, or if you're unsure, you can click the link up here and it will automatically bring you back to that column. So after room, you can select a category, type in a purchase date, and as we scroll, you can select what store it was from, what brand it is, a model number, serial number, how many you have, and then what the cost per item is. This column will automatically calculate your total cost, and then to add in what your current value is. So if you purchased it 10 years ago and the price has gone up $5, you put in the new value here and it'll give you your current value. We also have a spot for if there's any warranties. So if there is, you can just put a check mark, and that way later on as you're sorting, you can just see all the things with warranties right there in one spot. If it has a warranty expiration date, you can then type it in. Column 2 is set up so that if it's past today's date, it'll turn red. So in other words, it's expired. If we put in something in the future here, so we can put in March 30th, 2024, you'll see that it's in black. So the day that we're beyond this, it'll automatically turn red on its own. If we were to edit this to the 8th, you'll see it's automatically red. Then you can also include in any links to websites. The neat thing about Google Sheets is if we come over to IKEA and copy this link, and we just simply paste it in that cell without doing anything else, the hyperlink is already there. You do not have to add it. So if you go hover over this now, it already shows you a link to that item. It's a really neat thing with Google Sheets and saves a lot of that extra hyperlinking. You can also add in links to if you have folders made with photos and receipts, and then any additional notes you have for that item. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, and you can just keep going and going and going, adding in things. Very easy to add a row if you would like. And then the other way it's set up is so that you can sort any of these columns. So if we wanted to sort alphabetically, we can click that and automatically the whole entire list will be sorted that way. Same for items, purchase dates, stores. However you need to search for something in here or tally things up. It's very quick and easy to use. Up here, we just have the address, a spot to put in your address for your current location, as well as it keeps a running tally of your total value, dollar value, as well as total items, number of items. So then as you're doing that, there is also an overview tab, and this again shows you your total value and total items. But it also gives you a breakdown per, in this area here is your rooms. So whichever rooms you enter, they automatically show up on the graph. And it also auto tallies how many items there are in that room, as well as the value for all of those items. So we have that set up for a rooms overview, as well as a categories overview, just for quick reference for yourself. And nothing needs to be done on this page. It auto does it as you update the inventory sheet. As always, if you run into any issues as you're using your sheet, feel free to send us a message and we are happy to help.